Well, hello. This capsule video is corresponding to the fifth section of the classroom management portfolio. This part is called classroom management implementation, and in this part we are supposed to pick two lesson plans that we made in our classes. And in this case, I picked one lesson plan for seventh grade that was the first class that I teach I taught in this school. And this was the main class in what I was in which I was involved. This was the class in which I attended the counseling class, and it was the class that I planned my lessons. And then the second class that I had to teach to taught, it was the sixth grade of the school. And well, I'm going to start by answering the first question, which is which classroom management strategies were considered for implementing and assessing a vast array of learning experiences? Well, and for this part, I have to say that the strategies that we considered was influenced by the UDL that we were studying in classes. And for example, we try to implement multiple means of engagement for our students, showing different pictures, trying to engage students differently by using popsicle sticks, by walking around the class and standing beside a student and trying to catch their attention. Um, then multiple ways of representation that maybe I'm not showing now the lesson plans, but both are attached in the portfolio, along with the PowerPoints, the presentation, the material, and everything that we used in both classes. Um, I'm going to speak generally in both classes about this because both classes are kind of similar, and well, uh, multiple means of representation for the students that, for example, students that don't want to speak aloud, they can come to the board and touch the correct answer. Um, that was the study that we implemented in this part. And then, how were letter B? How were the four languages skill integrated? Well, for this part, we in the sixth, seventh grade. I mean, we integrated listening and writing skills, and in which we presented a video. Students had to pay attention to the video, in which the video was an activity of play, do, and go related to sports, and the students paid attention carefully to this video, and then they had to write following the structure presenting of the video. On the other hand, with the sixth grade, our activity was related to writing and email. So we worked just the written skill in this case, because we presented just one class. It was almost the activity, and it was a good activity. Students were able to write an email properly and send it to the fourth teachers. And the last questions, why the opening, developing, and closing activities implemented may be considered as diverse and inclusive? Well, for both classes, I would say that these classes um, may be considered as diverse and inclusive because we try to implement different colors, different kind of activities, different ways in which students could answer, and multiple ways in which we could notice that students were working and were paying attention, and we were raising the aim of the class. That's the important part. Um, we presented multiple ways of representation, videos, pictures, of engagement, as well as I was mentioned the videos and on that. And well, now reflecting about what I did In this part, I have to reflect about the effectiveness about the class that we presented and suggest some alternatives for the future. For the future. Well, I would say that what we did in this class was kind of effective, mostly effective, I mean, because students were able to reach the aim of the class. They were able to write an email and they were able to to express themselves orally their tastes in sports in the case of seventh grade. But what we have to work for the future, what was mentioned by Mr. Claudio is that we have to work on our given instructions that's where we are missing. Um, we have to work in the vocabulary that we use when we give an instruction, and so a student can comprehend what we are saying. We have to use more visual aids when as well as we are giving instruction. I mean that's the part where when we are failing, I am failing the most, and that's all for this part. And I will attach the lesson plans, the PowerPoints, and the material that we use for the classes, and that's all. Goodbye and see you in the next part.